Let's go. Start recording. Okay. So what kind of family did he grew in? In a extended family, and in
Extended.
how it became?
Yeah, he has more nephews now because his sister and brothers. One sister has two kids, I think. Like so, yeah. For this party, they are doing.
They were
Uh,
doing.
we were doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I remember he's saying that his mother has a lot of people to help her because yeah, his he has a lot of nephews. I mean now the family is quite large right now.
This family. And what about Andrea?
Yeah, when Andrea
She was.
she a single daughter.
Mhm.
She had not
She
sisters
didn't
and
have.
brother.
She didn't
Didn't.
have brothers and sisters.
What did I say? What and why
She
is
had
it
not.
wrong?
She had not brothers and sisters. She didn't have brothers and sisters. I'm gonna write it. Afterwards, you're gonna see the recording that thing. Okay, she didn't have. Or in that case, can as brothers and sisters. Or in that case, okay, talking sisters. Or it's a reality. She doesn't have any brothers or sisters. Okay.
Okay. So she grew up like alone in the house with with her parents, but now
Mhm.
she married with a guy that has a lot of the guy has brothers or the guy has nephews. I don't remember right now, but
Mhm.
her family in law she says
In-laws,
she has also a lot of people in the party, like because he doesn't he doesn't have, but husband has a lot of persons in his family, I would say.
A lot of members, yes. Yeah, okay, yes. She didn't have many people when she was growing up, and now she has a lot of people from her husband's side, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So, okay, so you said that she grew up, yeah, alone, like with almost no one. What kind of family is that?
Two incomes.
Yes, just in that case was just a mother, father, and
And
children.
her.
In that
Uh,
case, it's a kind of a nuclear family.
a clear family, yeah.
Yes. Now, let's see if you're right. Let's see the answers here. Oh, Andrew grew up in a small nuclear family. Now that she's married, her family is much larger, although her in-laws don't live with her. Because now her husband has brothers, sisters, nephews, then it's a very large family. That's the way it changed. And Paul, he grew up in an extended family when his grandparents passed away. When they died, his family became nuclear one, just his parents and siblings. Okay, siblings,
Okay.
brothers and sisters. That's the general form for brothers and sisters. Okay, no questions here?
No.
I don't know if you took enough information, but here you have exercise B. That's the listening again. Match the people on the left with the phrases on the right. Okay, then you have to remember more. We're gonna listen to it one more time for you to make the relations here. Okay, let's go.
Page 6. Exercise 2. How are their families different? Part B. Listen again. Match the people on the left with the phrases on the right.
So, Andrea, I heard you're staying with your in-laws for the holidays.
Well, yeah. We leave tomorrow afternoon. How about you, Paul?
Actually, I still live with my parents, so I don't have to go anywhere. You know, you don't sound very excited about your trip.
I guess I'm just a little nervous. The whole time I was growing up, it was just me and my mom and dad. It was quiet around the house. Very quiet. But my husband's family is huge. I mean, there are so many people.
Wow, how many?
Well, he grew up in an extended family. So there were his parents and his grandparents, and his younger sister and his 2 younger brothers. No, wait, 3 younger brothers, all under one roof. So that's what, 9 total?
Wow, what do they all do?
Oh, let me think. My sister-in-law, she's the youngest, maybe 20 or 21. She's a law student here in Chicago. And the oldest brother-in-law is a musician in New York. The other brothers are a lawyer and a teacher, I think. We haven't been married long, so I don't know them that well, you know? But they all seem very nice and friendly. So how about you? How big is your family?
Well, when I was a kid, our family was a lot like your in-laws. It was me, my parents, my older sister and brother, and my grandparents too. But both my grandparents passed away a while ago, unfortunately, so it's just the 5 of us now.
Are your sister and brother coming in for the holidays?
Yeah, they're coming with their families. My sister and her husband live near Boston. They have 2 little girls. Then my brother and his wife and their 3 kids will come over as well. My brother's a doctor here in Chicago. It'll be great. We love getting together.
So that's... How many people is that?
12, I think.
Wow, that's even more than my in-laws.
Yeah, the hard part about it is my mom has to cook so much food. Of course, the great thing about having a big family is that there are a lot of people to help her.
Okay, so Andrea is letter B.
Page
oh,
6.
sorry. Letter number 2. Letter
C.
C. 3.
Sisters-in-law. F.
4.
Sister. A.
5.
T. I think. Yeah.
D. 5D.
E.
Oldest workforce in his family. 6.
E. Letter E.
E. Okay, good job, man. No questions.
No.
Okay. Now let's talk a little bit here. Is your family similar to Paul's or Andrew's, Pedro Henrique?
Yeah. Like there's 3 kinds of family, but my family is the third. It's the left one, like the kind of family that was not talked about.
Like nuclear,
Like
nuclear family?
nuclear family is Andrea. The extended family was Paul, but my family is the first one, like the 2 incomes.
2 income family.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 2 income family. Okay, that's how is it similar to I mean, like it's so speaking of, if you compare your family to Andrea or Paul right now, okay, I think it would be maybe like
Andrea.
Andrea, because like it was, remember that she says in the audio that it felt as if she were alone in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yes. And then because like it was just her, she didn't have many things. And Okay, you told, okay, more like Andrew. Explain. Why do you think it's more like Andrew?
Yeah, because I have just one brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not quite like Paul because it's not an extended family. We live it alone, like father, mother's brother, and me. So
Mhm.
we had not we
With-
didn't have we didn't
mm,
have uh, a extended family. My grandparents didn't live with us, so
mhm.
yeah, not being sentimental, I would say, but I was I was quite lonely because my brother lived with my uh, uncle, but the feminine uncle is
Uncle,
Tio,
yeah. Yes.
but Tia,
Aunt.
and
Aunt.
yeah, I will write this.
Yes. Uncle, the opposite, aunt or aunt. But aunt is more like, let's see.
Yeah,
Oh, I see, man.
and uh, I
Mhm.
live with my grandmother and my uncle, and I live with my uncle until this
Mhm.
day. So yeah, for to elimination, it was not quite like Poe. It was a closed family, like a small family where we live alone, and more alone that uh, like Andrea, because
Mhm.
Andrea lived with her parents like physically, but I just slept
Mhm.
in my house because during the day, and I stayed at my grandmother's house during the day, and the after mid uh, 12 horas
After 12 day, after, aqui depois qual dos após o meio-dia?
uh,
Afternoon, afternoon, yes, you can say afternoon, afternoon or after midday. Two forms are correct.
after midday.
Mhm. Good
So
goes for grammar.
I went to school after midday, and
Ah,
I stayed there, and then I went to my house, and yeah, I'm quite lonely. I will say that, but I lived alone, and I am alone uh, until today. It's quite. But I will tell you another thing. Like you gave me a homework last last
uh-huh.
meeting,
Last
and I
meeting.
did the homework, but it is quite. Uh, yeah,
I'll have a look at it later.
yeah. But talk about yourself is quite. Do you know what cringe is?
Uh-huh,
Cringe is
yes.
so it's quite cringe to talk about yourself.
Uh-huh,
And
yes.
but I wrote about myself yesterday, so
It's
we can.
challenging, right?
No, it's cringy because I am a handsome person. Oh, I didn't wrote that, but
You didn't
it's
write
quite
it.
like that. Oh, I am like I have many qualities, so it's quite cringe, but I did it. So we can talk about this later. But yeah, about my family, it was this way, I would say.
Hmm. I no, okay, so you gotta be honest with everything that really happened to you. And especially with your family and like this, because each family is different. Like some people live with their grandparents, other people live with their fathers, with their mothers, other people live with their both with their both mother and father, and that's quite yeah. Each one has his or her own story, and that's fine too. That's not a big deal. Okay, okay, man.
Okay,
Let's go.
okay.
So, uh, Now let's move on. Let's go to next page, page 7. Okay, so here, let's go to grammar. Noun clauses after be. Can you read here? A noun clause.
Is a part of a sentence with a subject and a predicate that functions as a noun. That
Mhm.
is optional in noun clauses after be. Also notice that prepositions followed by gerunds in the first part of the sentences.
Can you read
The only
example here?
trouble with being a two-income family is that we don't spend as much time together. The biggest advantage of having grandma at home is that she can babysit more often.
Okay, very good. So now, man, I like what is a noun clause? It's a part of a sentence with the subject and the predicate functions as a noun. For example, here you have the only trouble and being in to confirm this is all considered a subject. I'm gonna just for you to understand this part of English. Oh, sorry. Okay, no, I'm gonna do something a lot better. Uh, Okay, all of this is considered a subject. For example, like the only trouble with being a two-income family, if we replace this, we can replace with it. It is that we don't spend as much time together. But all of this sentence here is considered a subject, like a way, a more sophisticated way, a complex way that we express our ideas. Like the advantage of working online is that I can work from home. Okay. And then in that case here, non-clause a part of sentence with a subject and a predicate that functions as a noun. It is we don't spend as much time together. Okay, so this is considered also, it is good, like considered a noun here as well. The thing here is every time when we have this kind of sentence, you see that I have a preposition here. Trouble, I always use trouble with the advantage of. And after preposition, we
Yeah.
use,
Yeah. I will
remember,
ask I will ask you about this right now. But I remember preposition plus ing. Yeah.
ing, verbing, just to keep that in mind. Okay, that's the way we do it. Verb. Then here we explain. In that here, you see it always comes in parentheses. It means what? That is always
Optional.
optional. You see?
Yeah.
So now look at the starting point on page 6 again. Can you find the non-clause like this kind of clauses here on page the last paragraph? Let's go back. Let's see if you can see this kind of, for example, here. The big advantage of having her at home, word it's is one. Can you find more non-clauses like that?
Yeah. I should look for ing. I will look for ing.
Yes, like I said, the trouble with the advantage
Living.
of.
The only bad thing about living is one.
Very
I
good.
remember.
Exactly correct. Good, good.
Yeah, the ing.
Ing. Good.
Let me
Good
see
job.
for the only trouble with
With-
being the only trouble with being a two-income family is we don't spend as much together. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, let's move on here. So now Which preposition is used oh, you told me here. The only thing about, like you told me here. What is the preposition that it is used in this sentence here?
About the
About.
petals
Yeah, very good. Oh,
of
you got it.
having
So
of
here.
having the wings
Mm-hmm.
with being the Watsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just need to look at the ing and see what comes
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yes. But so pay attention one thing that's really important. Advantage or disadvantage, if it's negative. We always use of. Always for them. The advantage of studying at 12 is that I have great teachers. Okay, the
And
advantage
more or
of
less, né?
hmm?
More or less,
Yeah,
well,
no, yeah,
it's
just
a
giving
it's a quite trash university, I would say. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay, let's go on.
No, yeah, I'm just like giving yes, I'm just
Yeah,
giving an example. What can
yeah,
be like okay, the disadvantage of studying at 12 is that
yeah,
the buildings
yeah,
are not in good conditions.
yeah.
It's a more real thing, like it would be a reality. So we're typical, like you always think the best thing about living in Sertanopolis is that I don't really have a lot of traffic when I leave home, when I drive on the street. I don't have a lot of traffic. So there are many examples that we can use with this. And this is extremely used. Let me tell you something, Pedro. These expressions here are extremely used when we are talking about when we are doing exams like TOEFL. If you use this kind of structure here, you'll be really, really good. Yes, you're gonna have like a high score because they really analyze those things too. Okay, so B, complete the sentences, then compare answers with a partner. Like here, I'm the youngest in the family. The nice thing is I have a lot of attention. Then you have to make this. You see that you have two sentences here. You have this sentence here. Then you have
Yeah.
we have a sentence here. What you have to do here is you have to make the connection with them like this. The nice thing is that I get a lot of attention. And I'm the youngest. The only thing about, the only thing it's always about. The only thing about being the young, and this is verb to be, becomes being. The youngest in the family is that I get a lot of attention. And this is here, I get a lot of attention, is the rest of the sentence that comes here. Got it?
Okay.
Now here, can you try to do this one? Can you, number 2, I have a younger sister. The trouble is she always wants to borrow my clothes. Can you try to make the connection, the non-clause?
Let me go here. Chat.
Okay, go on.
The trouble with
Mhm.
my younger sister is that she's always trying to get let me see. She's always trying to borrow my clothes. Let me see the next one. I know.
Are you writing in your digital notebook?
No, the chat, in the Zoom chat.
In the Zoom chat. Okay.
Bed. part
Mm-hmm.
about best part. The
Okay,
bad
good.
part about being at college is that I miss my family. The worst worst thing about I'm using the same construction, but yeah. The,
Okay.
no, I will send three phrases at the same time. I'm
Okay.
ending the last one.
Okay.
Thing about the whole. Right.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Uh, okay, now. Very good, man, but pay attention here. The trouble. I'm gonna try to put this in your digital notebook because I'd like to work some things.
Let me pick my cell phone.
Yeah, it's good. It's good then, but then I'm gonna correct. Just a minute here. Okay, now let's go back. Just a minute. One year later. Okay. Okay, now. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Great. You said here, the trouble with my younger sister is that. But is this sentence correct?
I would like to it It to be. I would like it to be. Yeah, but
Yeah.
probably not. Probably not.
No, it's just not 100% incorrect, but there is a part
Ah,
because what
okay.
happens here after after preposition, we use verbing. Remember, the trouble with let's go back to the picture here.
Trouble.
I have a younger sister. The trouble is she always wants to borrow my clothes. So the trouble with having a younger sister is that she always wants to borrow my clothes. So you always have to use the verb, and the verb here is the verb have. Got it?
Trouble having. Trouble with having.
The trouble with having. Yes, with having.
Yeah, well, let me see what I wrote.
Yeah, go to the chat. Or go to the
The trouble with my younger sister.
yes.
Yeah, it has another meaning, but for the other meaning, it's correct, but not for the meaning you.
Oh yes, it's understandable.
Yeah,
It's understandable, but like, but the structure, the way that we learned there, it's not the
yeah,
structure.
yeah,
here.
yeah. Like,
You know what?
let me wrote something here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go here. Aqui. Yeah, trouble with having. Oh, onde que eu estou?
Mm-hmm.
Cega, né? Vamos supor. Yeah, like the exercise asked for another thing, but I wrote the first phrase, but with the meaning of the first phrase, but the exercise asked for the second meaning. So it's quite it's incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have paid attention for which the exercise asked. But
Mm-hmm.
okay.
No problem. But that's why. But no worries. That's why we're here to. I'm here to help you out. Okay, no problem with that. What are we gonna do? Since you don't have the book there. Oh my. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. Then you can check there. I'm gonna send to your WhatsApp.
How about I take a picture? It's not
Okay, you can do that.
yeah,
Much better.
right.
Okay, man.
Okay.
But that's why we're here. We're here to and remember that I told you that mistakes are part of the learning process.
Okay.
Yes, then
Let
here
me
it's a new thing for you to work with. Hold on. Okay, just for me to check. Okay, let's go. Okay. Number 3, the worst. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Then this is. Okay. Just a minute here. I wanna do something. Okay. I just want to put the right numbers here, then I can, it can be better for me to help you with the correction. Okay. No, I don't want this. Let's go. Oh, Christ. Whatever, vai. Tirar essa daqui, vamos deixar conectar, senão vai ficar depois uma benção. Okay, let's go. The trouble with number 3. Can you read number 3? The bad part.
The part about being at college is that I miss my family.
Very good. The worst.
The worst thing about working at night is that I can't dinner with my family.
I can't have dinner with my family. I can't have.
A dinner is not a verb. Yeah,
No,
I think
no.
so.
No, dinner is not a verb. You always have dinner or eat dinner.
Oh, okay.
Can't, you gotta work here with can't.
Let me pick my keyboard. Yeah, right. We can go. Yeah, can't I wrote it quickly, but I knew it was wrong. Here it was a typo. My clothes with.
No problem. I know that. Yeah, just for to correct.
Yeah.
I know. And here just to. Eat dinner. Eat dinner.
Right.
Let's go. Okay, let's go back to the book. So here, as you can see, let's go to exercise C. Complete the sentences with your own ideas and compare answers with a partner. So number 1, an advantage of being a twin, is that you always have someone to hang out with. A problem with being an only child is then you have to complete with your information.
Let me see. I begin with the first one, like the second. A problem with being an only child is I don't have anyone to play with. I would say.
Very good. Yes. 3.
One benefit of being the oldest is, let me see. I can set the rules, but it's not quite that. I don't have anything to say for this one, so I made it up. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Okay, for me, the benefit of being the oldest is that you can tell the others, your younger siblings what they have to do.
Yeah.
You have, you have more authority over them. Okay, but that's all right. Let's read with me this word here, benefit.
Benefit.
4.
A big disadvantage of having an older sibling is you took his rules, I would say.
You
need to follow his rules.
Okay, good. 5.
The best thing about having a big family, I have a lot to say about this, but let be concise. Yeah, we have a lot of people to talk with, and they can talk with you like, oh, you did good at this test. Not all. You made a test. 1 year ago. Oh, I didn't know. Something like that. Yeah. But
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Always remember, every time when we have the word test, we always use the verb do. A test or did a test. But good job.
What did I
Just
say?
made the test. You're gonna
Ah,
see in the recording.
yeah.
But no worries. But the most important thing is you're talking, man. You're talking or expressing yourself, and that's what I really want from you. Congratulations on your performance. Now let's go to exercise 4, discussion. Family matters. Choose at least 3 questions you'd like to talk about with your group. So then here, I'm gonna choose 4 questions, and you're gonna choose 4 questions that you can talk to me. Okay, we're gonna have a discussion. Let's go. So the questions I'm gonna take are those ones here. Okay, you now, Pedro? What's the best thing about spending time with your family?
Yeah. Like to talk about your day, what you did in your current day. Why are you sad? Why are you happy?
Why you are sad? Why you are happy?
Why, yeah.
Why to say
Why, yeah. This is the
affirmative,
yeah, the affirmative, not the
not a
interrogative. Yeah.
question, not a question.
Yeah.
Okay, no
Say why
problem.
you are happy, to say why you are sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm studying French. I studied French today. Those kinds of things. This is what I would say. The qualities of having a huge family or a close
Mm-hmm.
family.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's go. It's perfect. Thank you. Like perfect in French, isn't that?
Parfait.
Perfect, perfect. Mhm. Okay. Okay, you told me the best things and the worst thing. And what's the worst thing?
I'm biased, like viesado. I'm biased.
Yeah.
Uh, I I can't say. Yeah. I like a huge family. I don't like a small family. So what what could go wrong?
Yeah.
I know
Uh-huh.
being strict, I would say, like strict parents, but I would rather have very strict parents that don't
Then.
not having parents at all. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm.
parents that is not present, like is not here. Yeah,
Right.
but I'm biased, so and I cannot give you a honest answer
Okay, in
because
that case, for me, speaking about me, okay, the best things are I agree with you. Have more people to talk with and explain about your life, what you're doing, and have fun. And the worst thing, is that some people ask too much about your life, depending, like family reunion. You meet your cousins, you meet cousins, aunts, and uncles. Hey, what are you doing? Are you married? Are you dating? You got a date? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have this? I don't like this kind of thing. Nowadays, it doesn't happen anymore, but it used to. Okay. Now, what are some rules? Next question. What are some rules, Pedro, that people have to follow in your family?
like not being discovered by but I think that it's not using drugs, but if you don't if you did not get discovered, yeah, it's true. My family would be upset if we used drugs, like
Uh-huh. Okay,
like
yes.
yeah, but they would take time to discover it because yeah, I have a lot of bias. You should have noticed by now.
You might,
I
you
have
might, you might have noticed in that case because it's a
I
deduction.
must.
Yeah, you must have noticed. Yes. In my case, some strict rules I have to follow. For example, in my house here, well, I have to have some rules that I have to follow is every time before entering my house, I have to clean my shoes, like the soles of my shoes. My mom don't really let me go in if I don't. There is like a wet cloth. Then I have to really go there and really and rub the back of my shoes, like to go
Yeah.
home. It's a rule that I have to follow. Another rule here is if you are the last one that finish a meal, you gotta set the table, organize everything. It's another rule we have at home, here at home, in my house. And if you leave a place, don't forget to turn off the light. Turn off the light for whatever place you go. Turn off. Don't forget to and make my bed. Another rule here. I don't know if you have this rule in your house, but if you empty a bottle of water, like, okay, not this one, but like a big one, a jar, a pitch of water, you gotta fill it back with water again.
Yeah.
Put it back.
Yeah, but I will say that I don't live at my home at let me see, João Batista dos Santos. So I don't live at my home at João Batista dos Santos. I live at Sergipe.
Yeah, I live
In the avenue.
on
I don't.
Sergipe. Avenue,
Yeah. So I don't live with my family. So I don't do almost nothing. I don't do almost nothing. It's not. Is
Anything.
this correct?
I don't do almost anything.
Yeah. So we have a maid. We have a maid that do the housework. Housework. Yeah.
Yes.
So I come home. It's everything's clean. I come at midnight. So my father and mother is sleeping in the third
Sleep. Yes.
the third sleep.
They are sleeping like a log.
Yeah. Then I wake up. They have already gone. So I don't meet them.
I don't meet them.
Yeah. I would say
Oh,
that it's like this. My familiar life.
your family, my family life.
Yeah.
Okay. Your routine, it's more like your routine. Okay. Okay, but then I have this question is interesting. Are you most likely to confide in a parent, a sibling, or a friend for a secret, for something that you have to confide, like trust?
I would say friend, but in the hard things, like too hard, it's family, because I remember a music, but I don't remember the lyrics right now. But I can say tomorrow. But the family is speaker. The blood is speaker. Blood is speaker. I think that's it. So yeah. So for the hard things, it's family, like diseases and these kinds of things. But confessions and friends, like friends, because I am a young adult, so I have some subjects that I can talk with my family, and my father a bit more, but with my mother she's quite strict and quite close. Yeah, I cannot talk to her about some subjects. So I talk with friends because they have the same age as I. So, but I had some problems in the 2020, and my family that has helped me a lot. Not my friend. My friend didn't help me almost nothing.
Almost
It was my
anything.
family. Yeah, it was my family that gave me medicine and talked to me. So I'm quite grateful to them, but not that much to my friends. But to confess some things, it's my I don't have a lot of friends. I have two friends, two,
Mhm.
three. So yeah, but confessions is if it's with friends.
Yes, I agree with you. Because I'm the same, you know, I don't really talk about my personal life, like my opinions, my things, like I usually I share with my friends. And if I have some confessions, I usually confess with a friend. And some things I keep to myself.
Yeah,
It really depends. It depends. I think maybe it depends on the situation, right? But
yeah,
you're right. But like speaking when I have a problem, like about like school or emotional problems, maybe like this, if I'm going. Now I see a psychologist, so I have set therapy sessions, which helps me a lot. But I mean, for example, if I'm sick, and I really need something about my finances or something like this, my parents are the first ones to help me out, and thank God they are there
yeah.
to give me strength. It's important. There you go, man. No questions, Pedro.
No, no.
Man, that's it for now. And
Yeah,
tomorrow
okay,
we move on, okay? Oh,
okay.
before now, let me just stop this the recording here.